Downtown Fargo, where culture, creativity, and community collide. You've heard the headlines. Now hear what's really happening. Bringing the best of Broadway direct to you. The stories, the people, and the places that make downtown the heartbeat of our city. This is Rocky's Downtown Hour with Rocky Schneider.
Happy Friday, everybody. It's Rocky Schneider on Rocky's Downtown Hour. I'm welcoming myself back after a week off. Thanks to Liz Campbell for guest hosting last week. She did a great job. I listened live from the Black Hills with my family. It was a nice little family trip following the street fair and the busiest week in downtown Fargo. It's nice to get a little time off, explore another community, do all those things. But we're back. It's a normal schedule again here, and we got a lot to talk about. But just want to recap a little bit the last 2 weeks in downtown Fargo. This week was another fun one, but the street fair was a hot one. It's still hot. I think it's been the longest heat wave I think we've seen in a while, but during street fair it was really warm, and if you came to it, which a lot of people did, I think we were down a little bit just because Thursday was also pretty smoky, if you recall, and but overall I think we're down about 5% traffic, but that was pretty good considering Thursday was pretty smoky. But it's interesting on hosting events like this is a lot of the vendors were going to events up in northern Minnesota or Wisconsin that were canceled, and so we were fortunate that we didn't quite get to that level. We did take those things seriously, though, and look at them and talk to people, talk to the emergency management team and all that. But traffic was down a little bit on Thursday as the smoke impacted those, and we wanted people to stay home if it was going to impact you, obviously, and don't need to come out if it's going to hurt you. And so, but we still had a lot of people out there, and Friday and Saturday picked up, and people still got a chance to come down and explore, celebrate our 50th anniversary. So we had some 95,000 people come through in those 3 days. Awful lot. A lot of people buying stuff. A lot of vendors that were very, very happy as they left. We did our post-review survey with them, and they love coming to Fargo. They love the community here. They love our downtown. They talk about the show being well run, which is always nice to hear as well. So great work to Sarah and our team back at the office for having another great show. It's a fun 50th year. We did tried to add a few things. We had a partnership with the Forum where we did a look back at all the decades of the street fair and found a bunch of old pictures and old headlines, went through the archives with them, and it was fun to have all those up at Broadway Square and really kind of host that along with over 20 community groups there that came through, every kid's group. You know, those things all happen because we have a lot of great sponsors that, you know, try to give credit to whenever we can, but it's not about the sponsors as much as it's about those community groups that get to come out and show off to our community and really highlight it. When people do well in our community, I think we're philanthropic and we give back, not for credit all the time or your name out there. It's giving back to celebrate our community, and I think we saw that with all of our events, but especially at the street fair. And we also did a sort of a history tour where we put a bunch of A-frame signs up with history along Broadway. So just as people casually, you know, walk through down Broadway, there were signs up near buildings that had the history of, you know, Levy's Market or the, you know, history of all these different buildings, the Oddfellow building with the Hodo's in now, history of the Fargo Theater being 100 years old. All these types of things that I saw people reading. We didn't do a ton of advertising for that aspect of it, but you could see it as you walk down, and people are like, oh, what's this sign? It's kind of neat. But we have those now. We'll try to reuse them for something else. Keep that history alive. It's what makes downtown fun and interesting to walk around in, even if you don't buy anything at the street fair. But a lot of bags. I think we had a corn dog eating competition. That was fun. To kind of help celebrate 50 years, eat 50 inches of corn dog. We did have a winner. I think we had how many participants? Probably about 20 participants across the 3 days that tried to eat 50 inches of corn dog. You got your money back if you did it in 5 minutes. But the top time was, I think it was about 5 minutes and 15 seconds, something like that, if I recall off the top of my head. But we had a number of people between 5 and 6 minutes. So it was a close one, but it was fun to watch. And I tried eating one corn dog in a minute, and you can get about one done in a minute. Not too difficult, but if you had to do that 5 times over, I could see that that's going to be a challenge. And so I was impressed. Anybody can do that, but it was a fun little experiment. Maybe we'll bring it back for the 60th, but maybe not till then. Adds a little uniqueness. We did have some cool chalk art drawings, though, that were really neat down on the northern end. We have a very wide road there, and so we had some chalk artists that were really cool. Bring back the the trolley concept right down the middle of Broadway on rails. And so it was a 3D chalk image you could stand on. Fargo Police Department did a cool post on it on Facebook. That was really neat to see. And just a lot of fun to see the whole community come out. All the bands, Post-Traumatic Funk Syndrome and Stella, Chloe Ray, Kohlrabi Soup, and King Sage. We had 5 different concerts going on, and just see people show up, enjoy the splash pad. The misting tent, to our partners at the Park District and the water treatment plant for giving us some space for those things and manning the tent for those times, which just kind of helped ease people. We had, air conditioned space where people could come in, take a rest. We had a mother's room inside that, when you need service or need a place to call or meet or whatever else, we had all that. But everything, I think at the end of the day, it was a pretty effective, safe street fair, which is always fun. A lot of people, 90 to 95,000 people came out. Takes a lot and a lot of partners to get that done. And so thanks to everybody for being involved with that. Don't always get named everybody, but it takes a lot of people to do these things. But thankfully, mostly to our staff who puts on these things. It's a lot of work. Thinking of that with Liz guest hosting last week. If you didn't listen, she did a great show, and a lot of it was about TEDx Fargo, because TEDx Fargo happened to this week. Probably saw some things, and if you haven't been to TEDx Fargo or don't think it's for you, I'll challenge you to come next year, because I'm going to get this wrong, but there was like 40 different speakers over 2 days. So there's definitely a topic there for you. But I think what's really cool is they encourage you to listen to the speakers that maybe don't interest you based on the cover of their, title of their story or where they work. But man, they're good, and you learn something from each one. Obviously, everyone's different level of speaking, but we had entertainers, inventors, serious topics like THC gummies or human trafficking. We had lighter topics as well, and just all across the board. But man, listening to people and how they persevere, how they, just relate it back to whatever you're dealing with. You can see these people seem we had a YouTuber, for instance, Scott Kramer, who did a great presentation, and, he kind of joked with himself even that, what is a YouTuber doing up here with all these other, cool inventors and things like that? But you learn a lot from each speaker, and it was fun to watch. But there's 2 days of that. As part of that, we did a huge event at Broadway Square. Tried to break the record for tic-tac-toe. Weren't quite successful. The heat was a little tough, but we did have over 200 people there for a tic-tac-toe game and a tournament using Ron Bergen's tic-tac-toe game, and just had a lot of fun watching kids and families and adults all compete with each other over a pretty simple game, but it's all about bonding and getting together. And nice of Ron and his wife to give away some games to the kids. And then we morphed into a concert with Green Light Night and a final performance with David Snyder from America's Got Talent, who just wowed the stage for over an hour up there in the heat, and it was a lot of fun. And I got to introduce him at TEDx, and he gave a great presentation about, you need to learn all the rules, and then you need to learn how to break them. And that was echoed actually by a presentation that was given virtually, but it was by David Lee Roth and Van Halen were together for the first time in a long time. And they were talking with Robert Vargas, who did a mural downtown. And that's what they said. They said the most important thing you can do is learn the way things are supposed to be done, learn everything you can, and then break the rules. And that's how you get ahead. But you got to learn everything first. And I thought it was a good message from people that are obviously rock legends and painting legends, artists, those things that you got to learn the fundamentals first. There's no easy way to skip all that. And I think it's a good lesson for no matter what your career is. But I want to give props to Robert Vargas. If you haven't seen his mural, it's right outside the Mezzaluna area on Robert Street between Robert's Alley. It's a giant mural of a Native American, and it's very vibrant and colorful. It's called Coming Home. But the most amazing thing is he painted it in one day. He started and painted it through the night, and we did a press event in the morning. And it was crazy to see a guy freehand a mural in less than 24 hours. And it's a stunning piece. Encourage everybody to take a look at it. We have 2 other murals that just opened up as well. The VFW mural, the patriotic theme, and then right across from that, we have Josh Madsen, who was a previous guest on the show, did a mural there too, right on the little bodega building of a community collage with hundreds of pictures from people from all over the community that were collaged together. And it's really neat to look around there. You'll see somebody, I bet up there. It's all types, all people from all across the community. Did 8 or 9 different sessions. And so it's fun to see that. But on the show today, we're really excited. I have Fargo Park District on. Katelin Madsen is going to come on and talk about what she's working on and why she does it and why we love having events in our community that people can come out to. So when we come back, we'll have Katelin on with us from the Park District. Welcome back to Rocky's Downtown Hour. In studio with me is Katelin Madsen from the Fargo Park District.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
So who is Katelin Madsen?
Yeah, so I've lived in Fargo for quite a while. Went to school at NDSU, and my first job out of college, I worked for Jade Presents. That's kind of when I got my feet wet in events. I actually used to work for the DCP and ran Street Fair. So I've just been a part of community events pretty much my whole career. And now I've been at the Fargo Park District as an event supervisor for 3 years. So yeah.
So you know how it feels for us and our team back at the office after Street Fair. It's kind of like,
it's you kind of have to recover for a few days.
I keep telling Sarah how great of a job she did because I think it's the first time we've had like somebody in that role for 2 years in a row. Because Street Fair is a lot.
It is, and to do it twice, that's a lot.
No, so it's great. So she'll be there for the next 10 years now, right?
It should get easier, right?
Yeah, in theory, it's good. No, everyone's so nice to you all the time.
Yeah,
but no, it's great. Okay, so you're at the Fargo Park District Events Supervisor. Is that the title?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Yeah, so I am in charge of basically taking any of our signature events that we already have and implementing them, as well as like coming up with new ideas, trying to figure out what does the community want, what does the community need to activate our parks and get people outside.
Yeah, and I'm one that loves new ideas and new events. And I always think the toughest decision is not to create a new event. It's do you bring back a new event for a second year? Because it's like, the first event, you got to start with something, and it might not be an amazing hit, but you're like, there's something, there's a seed there growing.
Yeah.
But you have a new event coming up this weekend.
Yes, Firefly Nights.
Firefly Nights. Okay, that sounds like a lot of things. So you tell us what that actually is.
Yeah, so I would say this concept came along last year. We kind of put out a survey to the community being like, what do you want as far as an event? Like, we're going to do this new large community event. What do you want? And the biggest feedback we got was nature. We want a nature themed event. So I kind of took that and started thinking about what is offered in our community. Where's the gaps? And the biggest gap I think there is we don't really have anything that is low sensory. Most of the events you go to, they're bright lights, loud noises, like lots of people, and that's not for everyone. Some people don't do well in that environment. So that's kind of where Firefly Nights came from, was the community feedback of we want a nature event, and then also thinking, can we do something low sensory to maybe have those people come to our event that don't want to go to those large scale, loud, vibrant events.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds nice to me right now. When you're downtown a lot, and have all these big events and street fairs, just a lot of people all the time.
Right.
That's what parks are amazing for, is you can get away sometimes.
Exactly.
But, I love going to parks when there's nobody there too. But you kind of want to have some activity going on. And so that's why this is sort of that balance where you're inviting people up to Edgewood. Trollwood, I mean, sorry. Yeah,
they're
Trollwood.
right next to each other. So
yeah. Trollwood.
Yeah.
Up by Edgewood?
Yeah.
There you go. Recovered. No. But so what events are going on like there? What activities, I guess, are going on at the event?
Yeah, so I would say like with this event, like with any event really, like the idea of doing an event is to get someone to a park that they've never been to in an approachable way. Sometimes it's scary to go to a random park you've never been to for the first time. So that's kind of the purpose of why we do events in the park. But we're going to have different areas throughout the park. So we have our Skywatch Point area. That's going to be stargazing. We're going to have tarot card reading, astrology readings, things like that, kind of to get that wonder going about the night sky. We have our Campfire Common area. That's going to be more of our community gathering area. So there'll be fire pits, there'll be picnic tables, chairs. We have some like coloring books, some books. We'll also have some acoustic musicians. So that's kind of like the area you can come and talk with people and meet people, but still in a quieter setting. Yep. We have Moonlight Meadow. So that's going to be like our quiet area. So we're going to have hammocks out. At the end of the night, we're going to do a sound bath and a meditation session for the last hour. So people can really like wind down at the end of the night before they head home. We're going to have nocturnal animals there from the Red River Zoo. So you can kind of learn about what animals are in our community at night. Yeah,
are you going to have raccoons? Because we're fans of raccoons.
There might be. I know. I see the one downtown all the time. I actually saw it last night.
There you go.
But yeah, there's going to be tons of things going on, and we tried really hard to keep it low sensory.
And you have telescopes?
Yes, telescopes, so you can
I
look
think
at
the weather
stars.
looks perfect for it.
Yeah.
Clear. Yeah, I mean, that's the worst is when I look at the stars and then it's a cloudy day. But yeah, perfect.
And I know it was a full moon, I think yesterday, so the moon should be pretty bright to
that
kind
explains
of help.
a lot. No,
Yeah.
just kidding.
Were you howling at the moon?
Yeah. Ooh. But no, that's sounds like a lot of fun. So what are the details? What are the times and
Yeah, so it's a late night event. So I would say this is definitely geared more towards adults, teenagers. You can bring families, but that was kind of the intention, is more for adults. So it starts at 8 o'clock and goes till 11 p.m. So yeah, definitely a late night event. And there's some people too that maybe their jobs don't allow them to go to events during the day. So this might be a good fit for you if you're kind of a night owl.
and there's no cost, so you can just
Nope.
check it out.
It's completely free. All the activities are free. So yeah, but would love everyone to come down, kind of check it out, bring any of your friends, and also let us know your feedback. This is the first time we're doing it. We're doing it because the community asked for it, and it's something we want to continue for years and make better and better. So always open to any feedback that people have.
No, I think that's important for people to realize too. It's like this event happened because of feedback,
Right.
but it also is open to change.
Yes.
And so like all of our events we do too, it's like there's some that have been going on forever that take, you have to change slowly.
Right.
But if you don't provide good constructive feedback, we'll just say too. But
Yeah.
all feedback is welcome.
Yes. Yes.
But you can't provide feedback if you don't come out.
Exactly. And we want this to be for the community. So it's, we want it to be what they want and what they need. So,
And as a Northsider, sometimes Northsiders feel left out.
yeah.
And so this is a great opportunity that this is for you, but it's not just for you. You hop on the interstate and get north and south pretty quick. So
Yeah.
everybody in Fargo is welcome to come out.
Yes.
It's a late night event too, which is kind of different for parks.
Yeah, I think just even in our community in general, there
Yeah.
aren't quite as many. I mean, like concerts are usually late, but yeah, it would be interesting to see kind of if we get a different crowd of people that don't come to our typical day events.
Yeah. And so what's a sound bath for people that don't have any idea?
Yeah, so they're going to do meditation and sound baths. So basically they have, I don't know how to explain it. They're like these large bowls that they like ding. And the idea is that the noise is supposed to like calm your mind and help you like focus on being grounded. So yeah, I think having it the last hour of the event is going to be really great. So people can like enjoy everything, kind of get their senses going. And then that's just a great way to like calm down before you head home and go to bed.
I always like to think about people stumbling upon the event, like that happen to be going up there, and then they're like,
What is going on?
What is going on here? What's
Yeah.
that noise? Like, why are all these night animals
Yeah.
around? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fun. But no, I think people like to discover things, but if they want to find out how to plan ahead for these things, where do they go to see information?
Yeah, fargoparks.com, or you can just Google Firefly Night Fargo. The webpage will pop up. We have all the areas kind of listed and what's going to be there, so you can kind of plan ahead.
So what do you hope people get out of it?
Yeah, I hope that it just shows people like you can go to a park and you can do any of these same things that we're having at the event on your own. You can hang up a hammock. You can, do yoga. You can just enjoy nature. So that's really the biggest goal for us, is to get people to slow down and to realize a different way you could utilize the parks maybe in the evening.
Yeah, I like it because it gives ideas, because all those things you could do on, maybe not all on your own, but there are a lot of things you could do on your own. And so it gives
Yeah.
you ideas to like come back with your own hammock or
Right.
music.
Bring
or,
a book.
Yeah, bring a book.
Bring
and
your
just,
guitar. Yeah.
And, I always see I was on the strategic planning or whatever it was committee too, and you get all this feedback and, well, my son doesn't play hockey. What does parks do for me type thing? And so this is an opportunity for everybody.
Yeah.
If you don't fit into the normal box of, other park programming, this is something to try out.
Yeah, definitely.
Enjoy. You can come by yourself too, which I always
Yeah.
try to say about our downtown events. It's like we encourage people, if you're alone for whatever reason and want to come out, or your friends don't want to come with you, your husband and wife doesn't want to come with you, try it.
Yeah.
You'll meet somebody new.
Yeah, and like some people just, they don't want to be around a lot of people. They don't want to be super social. So we're going to have some like chairs next to the river, like 1 and 2 chairs, a few places that are just like quiet moments too. So if you're not somebody that likes to be in a big crowd or around a lot of people, you have an option to relax on your own too.
So we're talking about the Firefly Night event by the Fargo Park District, and that's
Tomorrow. Yeah.
tomorrow night.
Yes.
And so I encourage everybody to come out to it. How'd you get Firefly? What was...
I was kind of just thinking of like trying to find a nostalgic word of what encompasses a summer night. So that's kind of where Firefly Night came from, and the nature aspect too, like thinking about what bugs are out at night in our parks.
No, Fireflies gives a very good visual because they're quiet too,
Yeah.
but also like a spectacle.
Right.
And there's quiet spectacles aren't usually go together.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
so
always
true.
Fun to see.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to keep Katelin on to talk more about what the Park District is up to and all the fun things going on this summer when we get back. Welcome back to Rocky's Downtown Hour. We're talking with the Fargo Park District. Katelin Madsen's in studio. We were just talking about the Firefly Nights event tomorrow evening up north. And so check that out if you're looking for something to do. Otherwise, one of my favorite things about Broadway Square is our big screen that we have there. And we have had a lot of success this summer with streaming stuff there. We had a Space Jam movie night with the Park District a couple weeks ago now with the NDSU Bison basketball team came out and the police officers came out. Next week, there's a movie night again with the Park District. We're showing Mamma Mia and looking very fun event, free. And the Park District is going to bring down popcorn, and we have other snacks and things to be determined, but it'll be a great time. And it's happening next Wednesday night on the 5th.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're super excited that it's happening. Last year, we also tried to do it, but got rained out. So yeah, partnering with FM Pride to celebrate Pride Week, I think will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and so it's, Broadway Square, if you haven't been to a movie night there, super simple. You can show up in one of the chairs or bring out your own comfy chair, bring a blanket, picnic style. I always say you should just grab a bite to eat and bring it over with some ice cream. But we are working with some local businesses to see what other sort of takeout deals or, free things we can hand out to the kids. But otherwise, just come down and enjoy a movie. And the nice part is it's free if you want to just come for a little bit. Come before your dinner or you're going somewhere else. Stop on in.
Yeah, I think that's the best part about being downtown is like you can make a whole night of it. And yeah, come out, go to dinner, watch a movie, grab ice cream afterwards. So yeah, I think it should be a lot of fun.
What I love about Broadway Square so much is when we have an event is watching the people that aren't purposely there.
Yes.
That are like staying at the Jasper for like they're visiting RDO or
right.
something.
And they're like, what's going on here?
And they're like, this community is kind of cool. Look at this random movie night in the middle of like an active downtown. And, or you see the, just regulars we have downtown that come and like, oh, now I'm just going to enjoy a free movie, I guess. Right.
I think that's something we all need more of is those like little sparks of joy that you're not expecting. So yeah, I definitely think that it creates that atmosphere for people downtown.
Yeah, especially in, even if you've been here a long time in the community, to be able to discover something new in your own community, like that's a cool feeling.
Right.
And then, we're always open to suggestions for other movies that people want to watch. This one obviously fits with Pride Week, the Space Jam one. We tried to team with basketball. I think it's fun to be able to kind of leverage the different interests out there. And so looking for other movies. I really want to do a back to school movie or whatever.
Yes.
I'm not sure what's popular these days, but I think that would be fun.
So
if NDSU's listening and wants to do a back to school movie or anything like that, school district could partner with us. We can have all sorts of fun. I always thought that with the ice rink too, because I have kids that end up getting Skate City invites all the time for different things. And I'm like, why don't they come downtown for the skate rink and do a school party at the skate rink?
That's a great idea. I think that would be so fun.
It's all there. All the infrastructure's there.
Yeah. And you're downtown, so it's easy to have a pizza party.
Yes. Yeah. And you have free splash pad. The bathrooms are right there. It makes it simple, easy. I don't know. That's my favorite thing about parks is just, I know you do events, but I sort of look at like every time you go to a park is kind of an event, even if it's not like a super planned. You want people to feel like they know what they're supposed to do when they come to a park.
Yeah, and I really think that's truly why we have events in the Park District is it's a segue to get people to those parks and not be intimidated and kind of know where to park, know where are the places in the park to hang out, where are the bathrooms, those kind of things. So yeah, I think that's our biggest purpose as an events department is being a segue to make people comfortable to go to a new park.
No, it's a great way to look at it. That's why I figure about the street fair too. If it's your first time using a parking ramp, maybe because everything else is full, and all of a sudden you come back and it's a little bit less strange, or less new, and you learn all the tips and tricks.
Yeah, or maybe like you're not a regular downtowner, you don't go down often, and it's less scary when there's lots of people around and people that can help you and guide you.
Yeah, no, that's a great way to look at it. It's like almost like a practice. So when it's game day, you already know what you're doing.
Yeah. Like I think of like when you're going to elementary school and you do back to school day, you know, and you meet your teacher and do all of that. Like adults need that too. Like we still get anxiety about doing new things.
We should do that when we like hire new employees. Like this is just a trial day.
Right. This is back to work day.
Yeah. We're just gonna have fun today. Yeah. Not gonna do anything.
Right.
Yeah. We should just make Mondays back to work days, and
That
we
would
don't
be
really
great.
work.
You just eat snacks and meet your coworkers again. Yeah.
Implement nap time.
Oh, I would love that.
All the school wins.
I feel like in other countries, like that's a thing.
Yeah.
Like in Spain, they do nap time. I think in Japan too. Maybe we should push that.
We should push that.
Yeah.
Work nap times. There we go. Nap at Broadway Square.
There we go.
Okay, but the parks also has just released their new activity guide for the next 9 months or 6 months.
Yeah,
or how
so
do you do it?
it's our fall winter activity guide. I think it was actually released today. So you can go and kind of check out everything we have going on at the Park District for the fall and winter months. And then Monday, registration opens for all activities. So if you're looking to sign up for any activities, you can look through the activity guide and then be ready to register on Monday.
You know, that's a good reminder because my son plays baseball and I was a super late registrant and I had to write and be like, hey, can I still sign him up?
Yeah.
And so, for parents out there,
put it on your calendar.
Put it on your calendar.
It's Monday.
It's here. It's live. I'm looking at it right now on the computer. Looks good.
Yeah.
It's big. There's a lot going on.
And it's nice that it's digital because you can, pull it up on your phone or computer and access it anytime you want.
Yeah, I'm always amazed at how much the Park District does. And you'll see on the map of all the parks, this is my favorite part about Fargo, that's long and skinny, but like it's tough to make a map of Fargo and have everything on there. I'm sure whoever made this was like...
Spent a lot of time and effort.
Yeah. How small do we have to make the font to list all the parks?
Yeah.
What is there like 70 some parks? How many parks in Fargo do you know?
There's so many. I don't even think I could name them all. But I think that's another thing that we've been trying to do is like getting in more parks because sometimes there's parks that I stumble upon that I'm like, I didn't even know this was one of our parks.
Yeah.
So it's like even those smaller, that's one thing we're doing right now. We're doing pop-in parks. I don't know if you've heard of it. So basically we have a trailer like full of games and activities. And we've been trying to go to neighborhood parks. So maybe ones that don't have a ton of parking that people would just walk to from their house. And opening up the trailer is just like hey, come play, come use the park, come like enjoy it. So that's been kind of a fun thing to get into some of those smaller parks that we probably couldn't do a large scale event at because there's not enough parking or amenities. So that's been really fun.
It's like a mobile ice cream truck kind of.
Yes,
where, like,
exactly.
You go where the kids are versus
Exactly.
I love that. That's really fun.
Yeah.
We did a video in Oli Tangen Park, which is the smallest park, and we did that for Earth Day. It's like even the smallest green spaces matter.
That's true.
That's fun. I like that. Okay, so this activity guide, what do you want people to do with this? Because there's a lot in here. And so this is for people to plan ahead, but it's also probably to find something new.
Yeah, definitely. Like see like what sports do you like to play? What sports do your kids like to play? There's events in there. There's literally everything you could ever want. There's some cool stories about the Park District. But yeah, that's kind of like, the manual for the Park District for the next, 9 months. What is going on? What are we doing? What are we focusing on? And what can the community participate in?
And do you know what the first event is in the activity guide?
Not off the top of my head.
Oh, it's Firefly Night.
Oh,
tomorrow
yeah.
night.
Hello. August 1st.
It was a softball question for you.
Yeah, I didn't get it, but you got it. Yeah, tomorrow, Firefly Nights is our very first event. So, yeah.
No, that's fun. I need to figure this out now as I get through this.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in, but there's definitely something for everyone. And it will kind of give a preview into some of our upcoming fall and winter events too. So kind of crazy to think that that's on the horizon.
You have kids fly fishing?
We do.
See, learn something new.
Yeah. So it's I really truly think there is something for everyone inside that
Lego
activity
engineering.
guide. Yeah.
All sorts of things, not just the typical.
Yeah, we have lots of art programming. A lot of people think we're just sports, but we're not. We have, like you said, we have STEM, we have art, we have all kinds of things. Skating, snowshoeing. We started doing our Twilight Trails event at Edgewood. So that's been something I've been learning a lot about is snowshoeing and snow skiing, and that people can rent those at the Edgewood Chalet. So that's kind of a fun one too if you've been wanting to try snowshoeing or wanting to try skiing, to come to that event.
Yeah, we got snowshoes as a Christmas gift to each other, I think, a couple years ago. And it is kind of nice when you go like hiking with snowshoes.
Right.
It doesn't have to be like the ones, I think we picture these like
the massive
6 foot long ones that you see in whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I see those, but yeah.
And there's definitely, if you do skis, there's definitely a learning curve.
Yeah.
I know myself and some of our staff tried to use skis last year, and there was lots of falling and being picked up. So
it's a social media video in the making, just like taping yourselves doing that.
Yeah, snowshoes are a little more entry level.
Okay, so what do you love about working for the parks? Like, why do you like to do these events for the community?
Yeah, I would say I'm a mission-driven individual. So being able to be tied to a mission that impacts the entire city is huge for me. Also, like working in events, there's so much like pre-planning and like all of the logistics and whatnot. But my favorite part is once the event is running, just, stepping away, looking around and like taking in all of these special memories that people are creating that they're going to carry with them for their lives. And like we talked about earlier, just sparking that joy. If, maybe somebody's going through something or they're having a hard time, that it gives them a little moment that they can just be happy and enjoy themselves and like remember why they love to live here.
No, I think that's one reason I love talking about the Firefly event too. I think I had Joe Deutsch on from the park board earlier, and he's a big sports guy.
Yes.
And like, that's great. But it's sort of like, what are we trying to do for everybody else too? Because I think those programs, they don't run themselves by any means, but like people, you don't need to market baseball, right? It's
people
like,
know
it's
what
out
it
there.
is. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Yeah. But once you get beyond the age of your kids being in that, or that's not your thing or whatever it is, like, how do you target that? Because it's so much tougher. You got to create an event. You got to market it. You got to explain what is a Firefly.
Yeah.
All these things. And so you're hoping people come out because this is for everybody.
Yeah. And I think when we're, like you said, creating new events, like we just try to think, is there someone in our community that this is for them, And it's like, it doesn't have to be, we don't need to have 3,000 people for it to be successful. Like if there's 50 people from our community that come and they have a positive experience and it gives them what they need, it's worth it.
All right. Sounds great. We'll talk more when we get back from our break. Welcome back to Rocky's Downtown Hour. We're ending July on a high note. This was a great July in downtown Fargo. We had a huge successful street fair. We had the Red River Market start up again. We did one movie night with the Park District with Space Jam, and we have another one next Wednesday. Mamma Mia is part of Pride Week. We'll have Mamma Mia next Wednesday at Broadway Square, and the Red River Market will continue through on Saturdays. We have a lemonade crawl coming up on August 15th. If you've never been to Lemonade Crawl, we're pretty good at bar crawls and stuff, downtown pub crawls. When we tried to expand that to get into businesses, and so we do the coffee and cocoa crawl in February, and we've started doing a lemonade crawl. So it's not just lemonade, it's cold beverages. So we have different teas, or a couple chai teas I think we had last year. Pretty creative. Horchata, if you haven't had horchata, is going to be one of the drinks, but a lot of different types of lemonades too. So encourage you people to buy a ticket. It's either $20 or $25, depending on the type of ticket, I believe is the price. And we're going to I think we have over 24 signed up right now. So you can go to a bunch of different boutiques and retailers and just explore your favorite stores and find some new ones and try a new beverage every place you go. And you also, if you get the, I think, $25 ticket, you get a mug from Living the Dream Pottery. So we're really excited about that partnership again. People love coming and pick out their own mug. They're all different. And so you get to kind of explore your style. So you can buy tickets on downtownfargo.com if you're not up for that.
And it sold out last year, right?
It's sold out,
so
yes. First time event sold out. Jump on it right now. I think we have 250 sold right now. And that's, I think we're about, halfway or a little under halfway there. But we will sell out. I guarantee it by next 2 weeks. So that's when people start buying stuff now that they look like, oh, now it's August. That's what August events are coming up.
I need to get my ticket. I haven't gotten one yet.
All right. And August starts a whole new program for the Fargo Park District. So their event calendar is live, or their activity guide is live. And so tomorrow night's the first event, Firefly Night.
Yeah.
Up at Trollwood.
Yes.
Where's Trollwood? Do you know the address?
I don't, but just like keep going north.
Yeah, it's like 35th Avenue about.
That sounds right. If you know where Edgewood is, when you get to the fork, take a left.
Yeah. And if you're coming from way down south, I think you can get off either at 19th Avenue or at the Route 20 exit and head over toward the river.
Yeah.
And it's basically the last park before you hit the river.
Yeah, it's really not that far. I know we think, North and South Fargo are so far apart, but it's, 20 minutes.
It's not bad. Okay. I like to ask people, guests on this, because sometimes when we talk about downtown or our favorite places, we end up hitting the same places over and over again. So I like to ask guests, like, think about something you like about downtown or a store that maybe doesn't get as much love as others that you like going to.
Oh, man.
And give a shout out.
I mean, I'm probably going to pick the same ones everyone picks, but like I am a Blackbird girl at my core. I love Blackbirds so much. I also would say O'Day Cache. That's like one of my favorite places to go get gifts, and like Cindy O'Day is the best.
Yep.
So like if she's there, she loves to like help you pick out what you want for your friends or your family. So yeah, those are two of my favorites.
That's perfect. No,
Yeah.
Cindy is a joy.
Yes.
And it's such a variety of things there.
Yes.
That you will find a gift. And I think I bought a bunch of the little squishy butter.
Yes, I saw those when I was in there.
I don't understand, but I mean,
Kids love them.
yeah, the stick
So
of
do
butter
adults.
that you can squish, and it smells like butter.
Yes.
Yeah, they have those, but they have
Yeah.
more than that. But
And
yeah.
it's nice too. I like to go downtown shopping with my husband, and I like Proper. So like I'll go in Proper and I'll be like, hey, go look around in O'Day
Yeah.
Cache. And then he's not bored waiting for me. So it's kind of nice that they're like connected and you can go back and forth.
And then eat pizza afterwards, which everybody likes.
Exactly. Blackbird. I might have to go there tonight.
All right, what's your go-to pizza flavor though?
Oh man. I really like the hot chica.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I
the
gotta think of a
hot honey
different one.
pepperoni. Oh, when working at Jade, the Blackbird used to always come out to Blue Stem, so that was
Sure.
like my go-to at concerts was getting a Blackbird pizza. So it's very nostalgic to me.
I know. Well, now you brought up concerts, so we got to figure out what we're gonna do about live music. We do have had a few live music this summer at Broadway Square, but I
Yeah.
don't think we have anything coming up the rest of summer for live music. So I need to look at the live music calendar and figure out how do we get more live music back.
Yeah, and we are doing a summer concert series called Music in the Park.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have one last night, but it got rained out. So we're trying to book, local musicians to come down to just different parks throughout the summer so people can enjoy free live music. But I agree. I love live music, and we can always use more.
I know First Lutheran Church downtown has one, I think, at the first Wednesday of every month too.
Oh,
and
nice.
It's not super, religious, I guess. So
Yeah.
they're open to everybody, so it's a great time up there too.
And it's
That's
just
fun.
like I love supporting, any sort of local art in the community. So the more that we can book, some of these bands that are local, I think it's great.
Have you seen any of the new murals downtown?
Yes, I saw the one they just did for TEDx, the guy that painted really fast.
Yeah, that was
It
awesome.
looked awesome.
Robert Vargas. He was amazing.
Yeah,
I
that's talent.
I went and saw it the night before it was done, and he had like the face done.
Okay.
And then I was there at the event the next morning, and the whole thing was done. And so he stayed up all night,
Wow.
painted this, I don't know what, like 40 feet by
Yeah, it's
40
massive.
feet or something.
Yeah.
But it's huge, very bright and colorful.
And then last night I saw the new one on the VFW.
Oh, yeah.
That one looks awesome.
Yeah, and across from that is the collage. Too.
Yes, that's so cool.
I'm on there in the upper right portion.
I've been seeing everyone standing in Robert's Alley, kind of pointing out their faces. So that's fun.
But it's fun, though. You can see, you'll see people and then, Josh Madsen, I don't know if you're related.
Maybe we have the same last name.
Yeah.
I might need to ask.
He's from Fargo.
I'm from Utah, but maybe
Oh, maybe. Well, you never know then.
like way, way distant cousins or something.
Yeah, you can just claim it. He
Yeah.
won't be back for a while.
Oh yeah,
now, and
he's
be
my
good.
uncle.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's cool. No, he's a great guy. But he did a ton of pictures in town, and a lot of them are up on the little bodega wall there, and so
That's cool.
it's cool. Check out Robert's Alley for murals.
Little Bodega, that's another one I need to check out.
Yeah.
I haven't been
The
yet.
sandwiches are so good.
Nice.
Good deli sandwiches. That's
Mm.
for me, who's downtown every day. Like I can't go and sit down and eat lunch every day, so you got to find like the smaller takeout options.
Yeah,
I
little
like
grab
a
and
good
go.
soup or a sandwich,
Yes.
type thing, where you can't eat a full meal every time.
Maria's. I also went to
Mhm.
Maria's a few weeks ago. 10 out of 10. Chili quiles. So
Mm.
good.
They're in the lemonade crawl. They will have.
Oh, nice.
I assume they'll have horchata again. I
Yeah.
think they also had. I think they had two types. They had horchata, and then they had Mexican hot chocolate or something
Yum.
like that during the coffee and cocoa crawl, which is good. It's,
Yeah.
like, spicy. What else I was going to? Oh, I was going to challenge you here in the last minute. Is with the convention center coming
Yeah.
downtown to the Civic Center, I think one of the biggest events will just be the 2,000 people every week going to walk on the trails for the park
Yes.
district, and like trying to think about that visitor experience for them when they go on the trails. Like, what can we do to make them come back and say good things about Fargo when they go home type thing. Like, oh, I walked along the park's trail system and it was,
Yeah.
I don't know, an art, sculpture garden along the way,
Right.
or, something.
I
entertaining
think
visual.
even like signage. I know that seems like so simple, but I think we've been working a lot on like making sure we have great signage at our trails, because if someone's coming for the first time, like they don't know where it goes or where to turn or any of those things. So I think kind of relieving that anxiety if people are coming to one of our trails for the first time, like having really great signage, I think is great.
All right. Check out Fargo Park's activity guide. Find all the great events. Tomorrow, Firefly Night, and next Wednesday, Mamma Mia at Broadway Square. Otherwise, everybody have a great weekend. Get outside. Enjoy your local parks.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.